These are 10 recording tips that would absolutely change your life. Hear me out. I know this sounds super cheesy, but if you're a music or podcast producer or creator or recording artist and you're able to create professional audio, better audio, your content will become much more better, much more professional, and that increases your chances of getting seen and getting heard by more people, and then you generate more views, you start making money, and then your life becomes better. So you get my analogy here. These are not just random tips that I just put together for the sake of making a video. These are practical steps that I have applied in my own recording, and trust me, I've done this hundreds of times, and I can tell you that I've tried them and they work, and I've actually even shared them with some of my recording artist friends, and it helped them. So I think it's actually very good for you to actually learn some of these things to help you create better professional audio recordings in 2023. So if you're looking to develop a much more professional sound that you can actually be proud of, then you don't want to miss any of these 10 tips. Let's get into it. Tip number 1 is to set proper gain levels for your recording. For a lot of people who are new, who are not techies, I'm going to try and break this down in such a way that you can understand. So this video is not for audio engineers who are pros already. This is for someone who is just starting out, recording artist, or you're a podcast creator, or you don't even know anything about audio technology, but you want to be able to record great YouTube videos with great audio, and you want to be able to sound like this instead of like that. So if you're recording directly to your computer, that's not professional audio. That's just, regular audio from your camera. But I'm talking about you have a proper setup, you have an audio interface, you have a microphone, you are recording into a DAW. You need to understand how to set proper input gain levels so that you're recording a very clean and clear sound, and you're avoiding what we call digital clipping, and you have enough headroom to work with post recording. And a better way to do that is to ensure that you're not hitting that red meter. Watch your meter, make sure that you're always around -6 dB. So recording with a proper input gain ensures that you're able to create a clean and clear sound, and also ensure that you have enough headroom to work with and you're not clipping your audio recordings. The next tip, which is very absolutely important, especially if you're going to be doing this consistently and you're going to be recording more, you want to churn out more content this year, you want to churn out more songs, and you want to be able to do it yourself, is to have a plan, have a goal, set a target. It's always important because you see recording artists who are signed to labels, they have a target. Some of them have to be able to create 100 songs per month, and they have to do it. They have to deliver. That shows the difference between somebody who is really, really following their dreams and somebody who's just, taking it as it goes. Let's see how it goes. So if you want to be professional this year, act like one. Set a target. How many songs do you want to record? How do you want to record the songs? What kind of songs do you want to record? And which day of the week do you want to commit to this? Because the moment you set a target, it gives you that motivation to be able to even run after the goal and do what you need to do. You're not entering a recording room and just saying, oh, because things are not working well, you pack up and say, okay. That's because you don't have a goal, you don't have a target. So set a target. It keeps you on your toes. It makes you, set realistic targets. Actually, it might just be, okay, in a week I want to be able to record 2 covers if you're just starting out, or I want to be able to record at least 1 or 2 song ideas per week. That way, by the end of the month, you have 10, which is even very low, but you know that you're making progress. So it's very, very important to have a plan and plan ahead, especially when you're recording. And even for podcast producers, have a plan. You don't just want to go into your recording and just be blabbing because you don't have a well-structured storytelling plan. It's very important to have that structure to be able to know. You don't have to write your whole script, but have a guideline for your script. Plan it ahead. Plan your storytelling so you know what exactly you're talking about next, and you're not just running out of ideas in between recordings. The next tip, which I think is very important when you're recording professional audio, is to understand your equipment. Know your equipment, know what you're using, and use it well. This particular tip would help you when it comes to basic troubleshooting, because when you understand how your audio signal right now flows through your systems, from your microphone into your interface, into your computer, and how you're able to process it, it gives you an idea of what needs to be done. When any issue arises, you know what to check for, you know where to go to. So it's good to understand how your system connects to each other, how it all works. To understand your equipment. It's very important. It goes a long way in helping you troubleshoot whatever problems that come your way. Now, I've put together a very short email course series, which is just a short 3 days workshop where I share practical guidelines, essential things that you need, the type of microphone to use, the type of equipment to use, and how to just do basic treatment of your room. These are things that I shared in this email course. I leave the link in the description below. You can get access to it immediately. This next tip is very crucial, especially for Nigerian music creators that I'm seeing right now doing content creation online and singing with the most unusual mic placements. Let me not use a very bad word. It's very important to know the type of mic you're using and how to place your mic, how to use the mic, understanding proper mic techniques and proper mic placement to get the best proximity effect and get the best sound quality out of that particular mic, because your microphone is like the window to your recording. That's like what receives your signal, and if you get it wrong from that point, your recording sounds bad no matter how much plugins. At the end of the day, and you get lost in the whole process of trying to fix it in post. And this is very important because I see a lot of people who don't know that the type of mic that they are holding wasn't designed to be held. Let's even start from their regular functionalities. We have dynamic microphones and we have condenser microphones, which most of the time are actually very sensitive and they're omnidirectional. A very good example of a dynamic microphone, the Shure SM58. This is an handheld microphone. You can see how sleek and how thin it is at the bottom, so you hold it this way. This, on the other hand, is a condenser microphone, but this mic was not built to be held. I see a lot of music creators now who decide, for the sake of content on social media, are holding their microphones, their condenser microphones like this. Please, let's stop it. I don't know who sent out the email, who is in charge of that WhatsApp group that makes you think that you can hold a condenser microphone like this. The people who designed it, they designed it in such a way that you even need to have a shock mount, so that because of the sensitivity of that microphone, to be able to avoid having unwanted sound, unwanted pops in your recordings. Then you see people hold this type of microphone, which has a very sensitive capsule, and put it so close to their mouth like you want to lick it. I have no idea. And you scream into it. Please, who did we offend? I know that digital systems nowadays don't make it obvious, but you want to avoid being in the red zone, and you want to ensure that you understand how to use your microphone. It's very important when you're in doubt, you use a mic stand, especially when you're recording. For crying out loud, use a mic stand, use a pop shield, because it's very important. You want to avoid plosives, you want to avoid all of those things that you're trying to fix in post, which you could actually have gotten very well from the recording stage. So these are things that if you learn them and you're able to understand how to do them, understand how to place your mic to get the best proximity effect, you are on your way to recording professional audio, which is the goal. Clean and clear sound, which is actually the goal. Please, let's be guided. Not everything you see on social media because you see your faves doing it. Some of them won't tell you that when they want to record the songs that you listen to, they go to professional studios and they use the proper miking techniques to do whatever they want to do. And now, because they come online to do some sort of content creation and hold a mic that is clearly not built to be held, then you think that's the way to go. Please, not everything you see on social media is actually true. If podcast creators and vlog creators are getting it right, how come music creators, where do you people, I don't know, where did we get? Let me just stop there. Let me not go any further before they come for me. But ensure that you understand the type of mic you have, know how to use it, and know how to properly place it so that you can get the best proximity effect and get a clean and clear sound. Please, this is 2023. It's very, very, very important. Tip number 5 is to treat your room or treat your recording room as best as possible. This is very important for all those who will be recording at home or recording in a space like an office space that you turn to your studio. The first thing you want to do is do a test, understand if your room is record friendly. And some of the things that you can do that are budget friendly is to maybe use your bedroom, because that's a cozy room, and ensure that your bedroom has sound absorbent materials. Just make sure that you have your room insulated and you can take off those sound reflections as much as possible. You want to avoid recording in untreated rooms. And let's say you don't have that luxury of treating your rooms with acoustic panels or using thick curtains, you can invest in a very good recording shield and a pop filter. The recording shield, not this big foam that people are using. And again, I want to ask, who gave this instruction? Who is in charge of this WhatsApp group? Because it's alarming when you see people use that very big. I mean, okay, moving on. Just ensure that you get a proper recording shield and place your mic properly, so that way you've protected the mic and shielded it away from external noise, and you can record clean and clear audio. You can see all of these tips are very important, that if you do them well, in no time you'll be recording professional audio. Always do a dry run before you actually go into your recording. Most professional engineers know this. Do a dry run. Sound check is king. Before you record, because you're at home, even though you have a plug and play setup, do a dry run first, because it's very important to understand that your system is good and everything is connected properly. You check your cables, check your connection, record, be sure that okay, your mic is properly connected. If you're using a condenser mic, did you put on your phantom power to get the signal coming through your system and be able to see? All of those little things are things that will save you a whole lot of headache. You assume that you've recorded and then you come back and listen to those recordings and only to find out that, oh, there was a buzz, a constant buzz, or there was a ground noise, or your signal is too weak, nobody can hear it. So you want to ensure that you do a test run before you go ahead to do a proper recording. Relax, it's not rocket science. Give yourself some pep talk. It's, if you record with a professional recording engineer or a professional music producer, when you're recording as an artist, they tell you, oh, you're doing great, or maybe project a little bit, do this well. They give you constructive, feedback, and just to boost your energy. That way, when they create that positive environment, you do well. You do better than when somebody is talking and saying, what nonsense are you doing? So negative talks, take it out when you are about to record. Talk yourself up, give yourself some great pep talk. You're doing great. The fact that you want to sit down to do this, you should applaud yourself. Set the mood before you record so that you can get the best possible, expressions flowing through your recordings. The next step is to record everything. Record your warm-ups, record your sound checks, record everything, record more takes, because absolutely it's very important, because you don't know where you'll be able to use that particular take, or you don't know what particular freestyle would make sense. It's always good to have different takes so that you can then be able to choose which one works best. A lot of people have been debating it for a long time, but I would always advise people to err on the side of caution with this one. But the thing is, record yourself dry first. It's always good, because by the time you record with effects in, you have little creative room to be able to re-edit and remove all these effects. So it's always good to record dry first before adding all of these effects. And then again, when you're sending your recording to your mixing engineer, you always want to remove all these effects so that you can give your mixing engineer the creative room to be able to work on your song and just be able to bring your creative vision to life. So it's always good to not record with effects. And I think it's safe to say that it's not, if you use auto-tune, that doesn't mean you can't sing. But if that's the only way you can record, and you can't record without auto-tune because you don't know how to sing, you're masking your inadequacies under auto-tune, I think it would be safe to say that you should invest in a vocal coach. Go for vocal lessons. Final one on my list, which is very important that I tell a lot of people to use, is to record a song and then hire a professional engineer to mix or to give you some tips to record. That way you're able to see where your inadequacies are and learn from this professional and become better and improving your recordings. I know that you're good at it, you can record yourself, mix, but this year try not to do everything all by yourself, because you need a second opinion most of the time, because things that you might overlook, somebody else might be able to catch it and tell you that, okay, you know what, why not try it this way, and then it becomes much more better. So be open to working with other people, collaborate, be open to pay a professional to actually do the work for you, because that way, we're talking about professional audio recordings, churning out professional content. You don't want to, if you really want to get the best out of your contents this year, especially for music creators, hire a professional mixing engineer. You can record yourself at home, and that's why I've created this course that I'm going going to be sharing at the end of this video to help you become better at recording yourself and recording proper audio. If you can do that, you can then send it to a professional mixing engineer and then bring your creative vision to life. We've come to the end of this video, guys, and unfortunately I'm unable to cover or go to every square inch of the recording process because I can continue to give you tips upon tips, but I save that information for my recording course students. If you want to learn how to create better and professional audio recordings as fast as possible this year, check out the link below for my main course, which is the Record Like a Pro course. And in this course I do a deep dive and provide you with practical steps to guide you through the process of recording yourself, and not just recording yourself, troubleshooting and also performing some basic mixing that can help enhance your recording and make it, especially if you're just churning out content on social media, make it a little bit more better, more professional, and you can just put it out there with just these practical steps I'm going to be guiding you through in this course. And within 14 days you'll be recording like a pro. You get that confidence to call yourself a professional music creator, a professional podcast creator in no time. I mean, within 14 days. If this seems like something that you might be interested in, just go to the link in the description below and sign up for the course. All right then, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye.